Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to work with you on poetry again today. Today, I'm going to tell you that great poets repeat things, words, sounds, and lines to give their poems music as well as to give it more meaning and to make their poems even clearer. So, today, you might have seen on the first slide a poem called Go Wind, and it's by Lillian Moore, and I'm going to read it for you today. As I read it, your thinking job is to think where and why did Lillian use repetition? So I'm going to say that again. Your thinking job is where and why did Lillian use repetition in her poem Go Wind? Go wind, blow, push wind, swoosh, shake things, take things, make things fly, ring things, swing things, fling things high. Go wind blow, push things we, no wind no, not me, not me. So I'm going to give you some time to sort of think through and maybe reference back to that slide and see where and why do you think Lillian used repetition. I'll read it one more time for you. Go wind, blow, push wind, swoosh, shake things, take things, make things fly, ring things, swing things, fling things high. Go wind, blow, push things we, no wind, no, not me, not me. So I really love this poem because of the repetition, because of all of the patterns. I start really hearing that music and it helps me to really visualize the wind and sort of that big idea that the poet was using. So if I even read that first stanza again, I can really feel sort of this wind, the tug of war. Go wind, blow, push wind, swoosh, shake things, take things, make things fly. I love the sound, that rhythm, that beat of repeating the words, the things, that word things over and over. It gives that poem some music. And there's even the sound, the k sound, shake, take, make. So I'm wondering if I took that first stanza and I started to even change that repetition of the words and the sounds, how would the poem sound different? How would the meaning be different? So if I'm thinking, instead of using the repetition of shake and things, if we changed those words and we said, go wind blow, push wind swoosh, and instead of shake, yikes, we had wiggle things. And instead of things here, if we had take stuff, and then instead of make things fly, we had push objects around. So let's read this together. Go wind blow, push wind swoosh, wiggle things, take stuff, push objects around. To me, it just doesn't have that same music, that same rhythm and beat as the other poem with the words, with that repetition, with the words things and the k sound. To me, this falls flat. It's not as interesting. It doesn't lend itself to understanding and feeling that wind, which the poet so clearly did by having that repetition. So today, your job and your activity is going to be to either go back and look at one of your poems that you wrote earlier, and you can revise and think, where do I want to add repetition? Where do I want to have some patterns? Is it in words? Is it in a sound? Is it in a line that you could repeat? Or you could start a new poem today and start incorporating all of the tools that poets use in their toolbox, and definitely try adding maybe a repeated line in your poems, add a repeated sound, or even a repeated word. Can't wait to see what you guys do.